15 years ago, I interviewed a number of men who made their living teaching men how to pick up women. And I listened as they explained the ways that they teach men how to approach women, how to be more compelling, how to escalate physically, and how to feel more confident as a man. Now, even when the advice was cringeworthy, I felt this unexpected sensation welling up inside of me. I felt so much compassion for these men because I had spent my entire life thinking about how hard it is for women, because we're the ones judged most cruelly for our bodies, and we're the ones waiting to be picked. But in fact, I had it wrong, because men have it really hard too. They're the ones who have to approach women, and they face far more rejection than we will ever have to. If you've ever gone up to a guy that you really liked and suggested hanging out, and he said, no, he's not interested, think of that feeling magnified by 100. So that's what a guy's experience is like. He has to ask out women over and over again and get rejected over and over again until he develops this bulletproof exterior that's impervious to what anyone thinks of him. But even that bulletproof exterior can't insulate him from feeling disappointment, shame, humiliation, and insecurity. But he has to bury those feelings deep inside because it's not okay to have them, right? Because men aren't supposed to have feelings. Men aren't supposed to feel hurt. Like, what kind of man would feel hurt by a woman just because she said no, she didn't want to date him? Now, as women, we buy into this. We save our affections for that confident, dashing alpha male who never shows any weakness. Like, who would want to date a guy who is so insecure that he finds it nerve-wracking to go up and talk to a woman? But here's the thing. Most guys find it nerve-wracking to come up and talk to us. It's just that we don't realize it. We have no clue how hard men have to work to present that confident exterior that we admire so much. And so that's why in this video, I want to pull back the curtain and share some secrets from the inner world of men. Hi, I'm Amy Waterman. I'm a love expert here at yourbrilliance.com, and I have studied pickup artists and men's dating experts, as well as masculinity experts and experts in men's health. And what I have learned paints a picture of men that is so very different to that confident guy smoldering shirtless on Tinder. So keep watching to discover the 3 reasons he feels incredibly insecure, but will never tell you. Reason number 1, he's afraid you'll think he's a beta male. Now, about 25 years ago, an online community of men began trading tips and techniques for picking up women. And they saw themselves as scientists developing techniques based on these pseudoscientific theories and then running experiments in the real world to see how well they worked. One of the major concepts to come out of the pickup artist community was the distinction between the alpha male and the beta male. Now, the alpha male is supposedly the leader of the pack. He asserts his dominance and he takes on any challenger. He puts women in their place and they love him for it because they see him as their ultimate romantic hero. Strong, brooding, successful, arrogant, and 100% masculine. Now, the beta male is weak. He submits to the alpha male because he knows he can't take on the alpha male in a challenge. He lacks self-esteem and he puts women on a pedestal. So women see him as a nice guy and they put him in the friend zone. Now, although these concepts were developed in the pickup artist community, they've since become part of popular Western culture. Most guys now believe that being a nice guy puts them at risk of being friend zoned, which means always being seen as the friend rather than a lover. And they believe that women prefer jerks because jerks don't even try to be nice. And this supposedly makes women respect them more because it demonstrates value. So men are faced with a false dichotomy. They can either be nice and lose out with women, or they can cut off that side of themselves and focus on asserting dominance, which supposedly guarantees them female attention. So if you've ever wondered why even good guys act like such arrogant jerks, look no further. Now, the tragedy, of course, is that good men, the kind of men would really prefer dating, feel like they have to hide their goodness in order to be attractive. They don't realize that women don't actually divide the world into alpha and beta males because we're not wolves, right? We want men who are great partners. And that means men with a complex constellation of traits. In fact, one study found that women prefer confident, assertive, easygoing, and sensitive men. The qualities that weren't attractive, being demanding or aggressive, submissive or shy. So confident, emotionally intelligent men are in, while jerks and unassertive guys are out. It looks like both the alpha male and the beta male lose in that equation. Reason number 2, he's afraid you'll think he's not successful enough. So part of the alpha male myth is the belief that women are only interested in successful guys. The moment a woman meets a man, she's supposedly sizing up his power, wealth, and access to resources. And that's supposedly why women ask what a man does for a living, because if his career isn't impressive enough, she supposedly drops him like a hot potato. And that's not even all. Some men on the far extreme even believe that a woman will drop the man she's with if a man with more power and status comes along. They claim that women can't help it because we're supposedly programmed by biology to find the allure of power and wealth irresistible. Now, this insidious belief leaves some men to conclude that no matter how loving and loyal a woman is, she is always on the lookout for somebody better. She can't be that attracted to somebody in a mediocre job driving a secondhand car. It is so sad that guys don't realize what we love about them. We love a man's heart. We love that little boy inside him that expresses joy and delight. We love the way he treats other people so well. We love the way he believes in us. And we yearn to find somebody that we can make a life with, not somebody who provides for us. And hopefully someday guys will learn that they have always been enough just as they are. Reason number 3, he's afraid he won't be able to perform. Men experience so much performance anxiety. They care enormously, of course, about being able to perform in the bedroom, but they also feel this obligation to perform for women in other ways. So he feels like he has to be able to take you out on dates or give you gifts that are at least as good as your previous boyfriends. He feels that he has to be able to make you happy. He feels that he has to be able to theoretically provide for you, even if you don't need his money. And if a man feels that he can't perform adequately because he doesn't make enough money or because he doesn't think he has what you need to be happy, then he will withdraw from you, even if you love him and you've told him over and over again that he's exactly what you want and need. Now, the last thing you want to do is call out a man on his insecurities, because he doesn't want you to know this, right? He would be incredibly embarrassed if you found out. So instead, give him the reassurance that he doesn't actually realize he craves. Point out the ways in which he's a leader and he is head and tails over other men. Acknowledge his every win and his every achievement, including all of the ways in which he wins your heart. And tell him the ways in which he more than satisfies you, because his dream is to make you the happiest woman alive. And if you would like to know 3 more ways to bond a man to you, make sure to pick up your copy of my special report, The 3 A's of Effortless Attraction. You'll learn just how important your pleasure is to a man and how you can emotionally bond him to you without him even realizing it. It's my free gift to you, and you can download it immediately using the link below. Take really good care of yourself, and I will see you next time.